Hey guys, it's time for another creepy scary video, and for tonight's creepy video I thought that I would do something fun and different. And tonight I'm going to be talking about creepy things that have been heard or seen on baby monitors, and there is a particular reason why I am making a video about babies, because my best friend just had her baby on. I thought, what better perfect time to make a video talking about creepy baby stuff than right now. So that is exactly what I am going to do. So first I'm going to read you guys a few creepy stories of some creepy things that people have heard on baby monitors, and then I am going to be reacting to some creepy photos and videos of stuff that was seen on baby monitors. So yeah, let's get started. So these are stories I believe from people on Reddit. My uncle has had a handful of stories, but I'll tell one of the better ones. One night over the baby monitor, they heard whispering and what sounded like my cousin's voice. Strangely though, they heard another voice that sounded like my grandma's. She passed a year before this. They go into her room and asked her who she was talking to, and she says, "I was talking to Grandma. She helped me find my doll." The doll was on the floor, but when they checked on her, it was in her crib. My family used to have a baby monitor set up at the top of our stairs. One night I am home alone as my parents are at my brother's hockey game, and I am downstairs on the computer playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. On this particular night, I heard a bang, nothing that was too startling, kinda sounded like a cupboard door shutting. I paused my game and stared at the monitor. I then heard my front door unlock. The door didn't open, I just heard it simply unlock. My heart dropped. It was eerily quiet. About 10 seconds after the door unlocked, I heard a massive loud bang, like someone stomping on the hardwood upstairs, and the baby monitor went to loud static. I immediately started crying and hid under the computer desk for an hour before my parents came home. When my parents got home, they asked me if I had let anyone in because the door was unlocked. The baby monitor was still plugged in, and there were no signs of anyone else being in the house. To this day, thinking about that night gives me chills. So it says, my brother told me a few years ago he woke up in the middle of the night hearing his son crying his eyes out, then a low man's voice saying, "Shh, be quiet." Then silence. He ran into the room and the baby was asleep and no one else around. Creeped me the fuck out. So this says, a Washington state couple was astonished when their 3-year-old's baby monitor was spewing creepy messages at their son. The child had previously complained that he couldn't sleep because he was scared of what he was hearing, and when the parents investigated, found that the camera was tracking their movements, and the microphone saying creepy stuff like, "Wake up, little boy, daddy's looking for you." The couple contacted the monitor manufacturer who advised them to change the Wi-Fi password. So I have heard that there are like computer hackers that know how to hack baby monitors, which is really creepy to me. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. One night I'm sitting in bed scrolling through Reddit or something, and I start hearing my daughter babbling to herself on her baby monitor. Now it's really late, like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I turn the picture on the monitor on and see her standing up in her crib facing sort of diagonally away from the camera. I can see her hands in front of her, half of her face. I can see her signing things like nice and silly and fun and oddly enough, no, don't like and bear. Of course, being the good and loving mother I am and really not wanting to deal with an overly sleepy baby in the morning, I get up to see what the heck she is doing. When I get to her room, she is still standing up and signing and babbling towards the far corner of her room. I ask her what she is doing and who she is talking to, and she signs and says, as best as she can, "Friend," which she does with her whole hands and not just her index fingers, and signs bear again. I tell her that no, see Bear, who is actually one of her stuffed toys, is in her bed behind her, not in the corner of the room, but she just giggles at me and signs and says, "Silly" and "Mommy." I finally get fed up and ask her who Friend Bear is, and her response literally gave me chills. Because she doesn't speak well yet, but she managed to say very clearly and with the most serious face a 20-month-old can pull off, "No name, no name, shh." Well, now I am well and truly freaked out, so I tell her to ask no name friend bear to go home because it is too late to play, and I did what any good loving mother would do. I gave her a pacifier, went back to my room, turned off the monitor entirely, and hid under the overs in my room where my good and loving husband will protect me from nameless invisible bears. Most of them are probably explainable. Like, I am a true believer in the paranormal, but I feel like most of them are probably explainable. Like, if you're hearing a noise, it's more than likely like it could just be some weird interference with like a radio signal somewhere. I believe that computer hackers can hack through baby monitors, which is really creepy. But there also could be certain things that are paranormal. I believe that it can be anything, really. But, I mean, I've never had a kid. I've never had a baby monitor, so I don't know how they work. I do not have the type of video editing software to where I can put it on the screen. So I will probably, like, react to it and then show you guys the video, if that makes any sense. Just so you guys get to see it, too. Or I'll leave the link to the video in the description box below. Creepy voice heard over baby monitor.
Okay, just switch the channel.
Okay, so that one to me kind of sounded like it might have been like a radio interference from like a different country maybe, or maybe somebody messing around, or maybe, who knows, maybe it was aliens and somehow she's tracking aliens on her baby monitor. But I honestly think that it might have just been like an interference of some sort. This one says creepy music from baby monitor. Stopped. Sounds like ice cream truck music, but like very demented ice cream truck music.
Yesterday, we took a look at creepy things that sleep monitors picked up, which were mainly videos that captured horrifying beings on camera. I find it is... The family picked up some unexplainable voice phenomena on their baby phone. Some strange light anomalies can also be seen.
It honestly sounds like aliens. Oh my god. This reminds me of a part in the movie The Nightmare, which my friend CZ told me about. And this guy, when he was little, I don't want to give the movie away, but this guy, whenever he was little, he's seen like these like alien creatures coming towards him, like whenever he was still in his crib. I don't know, it was really creepy. If I can find a clip of it, I'll put it somewhere in this video, or I'll leave a link to it down in the description. That is so weird. And there's like orbs or something like shooting towards the camera.
The kid in the video seems to be playing with an invisible creature. Orbs and creepy audio were received by the other end of the baby monitor.
That sounds like a demon. What the fuck? Or like a spirit box. And the baby's like sitting there clapping its hands and like looking at something over in the corner. So I'm gonna finish watching this one and then I'm gonna go and look up creepy photos.
The owner of the device believes to have picked up haunted noises on his phone. What do you think?
To me, this doesn't sound human. To me, this sounds like an alien. Like an actual legit alien.
Another recording of a baby that seemingly gets haunted by orbs and ghostly sounds and voices.
So there was like an orb that shot up towards the baby's legs, and then the baby moved its legs. That was really weird. I don't know if this is a lady, if this is a demon, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like there's a lady like hovering over the crib, like checking on the baby, but her face looks so distorted and like demonic, like it doesn't look like an actual person. That is really weird. So in this one, it almost looks like the parents need to call an exorcist for their baby because like the film on the baby monitor is like all like distorted and pixelated and stuff. The baby's eyes are glowing, they look white, like they look like they have no pupils, and its mouth's open and it looks like it's like moving the camera. It has like a baby sleeping in the crib, and someone said that there's like an orb or something floating above the baby, and it looked like an apparition of like another baby floating over top of this one, like one that was dead and not there. So that to me was really creepy. That one's really creepy. Most of these though, I really just think that it's like the way that the baby monitor is picking it up, because the quality of them is not the greatest. But it has like a baby and it's like laying there in its crib and its eyes are like pitch black. What the heck? This one's got a baby setting up in the bed and its eyes are glowing and it almost looks like it has like another head coming out from its body. I don't know. It's so hard to describe, but it's really creepy looking. Like it looks demonic. So this one has like a picture of a baby, but it's wrapped up in a blanket, I believe. Or maybe the baby wasn't even in there, but there's like a blanket on this bed and it looks like it has like a face in the blanket. Now it could have just been the way that the blanket was sitting, but honestly it looks like, I don't know, it has a face. It's kind of... So somehow this child got up on the railing of his crib and he's standing straight up on his crib. And his eyes are glowing and he has his arm out at something. That is terrifying. Oh my god. A baby like coming up towards the baby monitor and its eyes are like pitch black, like the black-eyed kids, which I have yet to make a video on, but I'm definitely going to do that soon. Oh my god, that is terrifying. It has like no nose, but I think it's where it's like right up against it. This one has a baby, but it almost looks like it doesn't have a body. I don't know if it's just wrapped up in the blanket, but the way that the head is like proportioned in the crib, it just doesn't look natural, and its eyes are glowing and it's like looking right at the camera. Okay, so we have another one that looks like the black-eyed kids. Kind of creepy. I don't know if that's just like the effect that baby monitors give. So this one I found the other day, when I was trying to figure out like what kind of video I was gonna make. And this one's not so much like paranormal or like really creepy or whatever, but it's kind of weird and kind of creepy because just the look in the little girl's eyes. And see, I would totally get a baby monitor just to see if I could capture anything creepy on it, just because that's how I am. Even though I don't have a kid, I would just think that it would be cool to do that. Oh, this one's really weird. So this one has like a little boy sleeping, and it's just the one little boy. But in the photo, it looks like there's like another kid laying beside him, because there's like another face and another head like directly beside him. I think this one is the creepiest one that I have found, to be completely honest with you. So those were all of the creepy baby monitor things that I could find. That was kind of like my first reaction to some of them. Some of them I had seen before, but I hadn't reacted to them on camera. But most of them were kind of new to me. So yeah, I hope that this video was scary. I don't feel like it was all that scary, but I wanted to try something different. So yeah, let me know what you think. And if you have a baby, which I don't know if any of my subscribers do, but if you do and you've had a baby monitor and you've had some weird experiences with your baby monitor, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know, because that would be awesome. I'd love to hear. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.